A Detroit teacher was fired for being a rapper. Hmm. A Detroit teacher was fired for being a rapper. Ferg, why that hit you like that? Okay. Hell, I used to be a teacher, a great one. And I am a rapper. And one of the reasons why I am no longer a teacher is because I was not gonna allow this to happen to me. And it shouldn't have happened to her. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. But before we do, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy first, and this is the realest, most entertaining show in the game. Put it on some. Again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button, and put all your people on it. I'm gonna read this article to y'all. This is in Double XL. Okay. Says on March 15th, a Detroit teacher named Dominique Brown, who goes by the rap name Drippin Honey, announced on her TikTok account that she had been let go from her job as a teacher on February 15th due to a parent's complaint about the rap career, or her rap career, it probably should say. The parent allegedly complained multiple times to the school after Brown released her song Drippin 101 in October of 2023. The rapper also shared the statement on X, formerly known as Twitter, on March 17th. Recently, I was forced to leave my position due to me being a rapper, Drippin Honey wrote. A single parent's disapproval led to my dismissal. The parent wished to stay anonymous after contacting my job for months. I've been dealing with this since I dropped Drippin 101 in October. She continued, 5 months later, meetings after meetings defending my involvement in the music industry, I was asked to erase all my content. That's when I knew I have to bet on myself because nobody will if I don't. Mm. After she was fired, Drippin Honey then released the music video for Drippin 101 on March 13th. The song appears on her Honey Economics EP, released in January. The rhymer claims the visual features her own students. In the music video, a student is seen wearing a shirt from the Taylor Preparatory High School, though it hasn't been confirmed that is where Brown was let go from. As of March 18th, the music video has more than 235,000 likes on TikTok, as well as over 2,400 views on YouTube. When reached for comment about the firing, Drippin Honey provided statement to Double XL. The former U.S. history teacher, just like your boy, who graduated from the University of Memphis, has been teaching for 7 years. Drippin Honey confirmed she was removed from the school, but would not name the place she worked at. She also confirmed that the children in the music video were her students. I have over 320 parent and student signatures who signed a petition for me that the parents started. The parents started now, who they found out about my removal. Drippin Honey tells Double XL. After I was removed, I walked out and my camera girl outside and had my camera girl outside waiting. As a Black history teacher, I provided something powerful. Well, I guess she's saying, as a Black history teacher, I provided something powerful and meaningful to those kids. She added that she's currently speaking with a lawyer about her removal. Double XL has reached out to Taylor Preparatory High School for further comment. Okay. And there's some other statements made down here as well that I want to make y'all aware of. Okay. She says, what troubles me most about the situation is the lack of consideration for the impact and influence I have had on my students' lives. My outside life should not be grounds for termination when it does not interfere with my ability to fulfill my responsibilities as a teacher. My dedication, professionalism, and passion for education have always been unwavering. Yet now, my commitment and contributions seem to be overshadowed by arbitrary judgments about my personal life. I've been teaching for 7 years. I have over 200 signatures. I read that part to you already. Okay. She goes on to say, I'm really in my community doing everything for everybody. I go to every game. I'm picking up and dropping off, buying food, clothes, shelter, free tutoring, girls' club, and so much more. I know this life. I know this life. Okay. I was an award winning U.S. history teacher, beloved by my students, applauded by my administrators, high test scores. I was the shit. Hell, once upon a time, I would rap in class to make my little youngin shut the fuck up and let me teach. I would say, if you hush and let me do my job, I will rap for y'all last 5 minutes of class. That shit used to work. I would have some kids and they'll be like, y'all shut up, I want to hear him rap. That shit used to work. Later on, after we founded IG Entertainment, I put out a song called Don't At Me, one of the best songs I've ever written. If you haven't heard that record, go check that shit out. I need to put that motherfucker back out. That's a social media anthem. Don't At Me. You understand? Did a music video for it and everything. Now, I didn't market to my students. Didn't market to my students as well. Matter of fact, I changed my name. When I was in college rapping, my rap name was different. My rap name was really akin to my real name. I changed my fucking name so my students wouldn't find me as easily. But somehow they found that shit. And they loved it. They loved the song Don't At Me. That didn't bother them one bit. I still was able to goddamn do my job and the scores was still high. You know what I'm saying? That made me even cooler to their little motherfucking asses. But see, I was worried about that one parent. Like Shawty, like Drippin Honey. I was worried about that one parent. That's all it takes. That would try to be on some square shit and don't understand this is a new day and age. This ain't the goddamn 1950s and 60s. This ain't the goddamn Temptations era. This ain't that. This ain't that. As Common once said, the rapper Common once said, we are the children of crack and rap. That's where I come from. I'm born in 1984, smack dab in the damn crack epidemic. As rap music is bubbling and see, I'm a kid when gangster rap is exploding. We are the children of crack and rap. And so now we teach children who are the children of that. You understand? We teach children who come after us and all they go through. You know what I'm talking about? So it's different. So as long as you can teach, as long as when you're in that classroom and you're being professional and you're handling your business, you know what I'm talking about? And of course, if your raps ain't got them talking about no criminality and you killing folk and you doing all that kind of crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? Not that you out here like you Jay-Z or somebody, you a drug lord or some shit in your raps. And then you coming in there trying to teach they motherfucking ass about doing things right. That's different. That's different. But you say some curse words in your rap. Hell, I was saying cuss words to them when I coached them. The parents could hear us cussing at their kids when we coaching them. And they tell the kids, accept the coaching. But God forbid they heard us cussing on a rap song. See, this shit crazy, man. They won't teach us that to be held to this higher moral standing. See, we had this here in Mississippi, we had to sign something, called the Mississippi Educator Code of Conduct. So it's like we're supposed to be held to a higher standard. Well, where's the higher pay, motherfucker? You want to take away people's freedom of speech, but you don't want to come up with no money. I've been in meetings before where they told us as teachers that we shouldn't post certain things on social media, like even if you just out for drinks with your partners. You mean I can't be at the ball game and have a bill with the homies and be in the pig? What the fuck? What are we talking about? For this pay that you giving me compared to other professionals. And again, when we be talking about teacher pay, we're talking about compared to other folks who have to have a damn college degree. I got partners who left school, who were C students, who left school and instantaneously were making more money than me. And I graduated number one. But because I chose to be a teacher and they chose something else, they off top were making more money. Something's wrong with that. Something's wrong with that. And you wonder why we have a teacher shortage. Y'all want folks to be up in here and be nuns and priests and shit. Well, maybe not priests. You want motherfuckers to be up in here holier than thou, accept the low pay, while simultaneously be gangster enough to deal with fights and shit and getting sexually harassed by students and shit and having parents coming up there. My sister, who's a professor at Jackson State, used to be a high school teacher. Somebody choked her when she was teaching in Memphis City schools. What the fuck we talking about? My mama was a teacher for 40 years. Some kid threw a pencil at my mama and hit my mama in the head with it, with the lead part of it, and stuck in my mama's head. Fuck we talking about, man? My mama was trying to break up a fight. They pushed my mama down and injured her knee. Fuck we talking about, man? I got hit by several students, and y'all know what I did. But fuck we talking about, man? Huh? I had a girl fell on my ass. Fuck we talking about, man? So we supposed to have to go through all of that shit and more. Somebody broke in my car, smashed my windows. You feel me? Had a colleague had their laptop stolen. We supposed to go through all of this shit. And oh yeah, we ain't got no freedom of speech outside of the damn classroom either. So if God gave you the ability to be an entertainer, well, you can go host a podcast. You can go be an actor or actress. You can go be a rapper, be a singer. I can't do that either because I'm a teacher, but y'all ain't gonna pay me right. Oh shit, fuck that. And see, before I left the classroom, I contacted the American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU, and told him how the system was trying to trample on my freedom of speech. Like I'm up in here teaching about the First Amendment, but y'all motherfuckers trying to hamper my ability to utilize the First Amendment. And the ACLU told me they couldn't help me at the time. I still got that piece of paper. That's a historic document for my life. They told me they couldn't help me. I think they was like some shit was going on so much with immigration that they couldn't help me. But like Shawty said, she figured out she had to bet on herself. But she was fired before she bet on herself. I chunked the deuces first. Before that shit happened. That's one of the many reasons. I was tired of the low pay, okay, compared to my colleagues. The highest I ever made as an educator is what some of my partners started with. After 10 years in the game of being the best in the game, what I made after those 10 years is what these guys started with. You feel me? And more. Some of them started with more. Fuck we talking about, man. So that was a reason. This type of shit was a reason. Being overworked was a reason. Being the fact that schools are the most dangerous place in the country, it was a reason. Yes, they are. It's the only place where by law, every type of motherfucker has to come by law. If a motherfucker turns out to go on to be a rapist, guess where he used to have to go to by law? He used to have to go to school. Serial killers, by law, have to go to school. Kick dough, the jack boys, they had to go to school. The dope boys go to school. Every type of motherfucker you be scared of, they go to school. Them doors open, we had to teach them little motherfuckers. We can't refuse service. You may have heard about that reputation and shit like that. You still gotta open that door, let their ass come up in there. Come on, man. That's some bullshit. I just asked my young boys, I sent them the damn article. I asked some of them, what would y'all have done if they fired me for being a rapper? One of my youngest said boycott it. Another one said raise hell. And another one said ran out to your song on game day. I love my youngest. And I believe them. And it's just a handful of them. I know my youngest would have rolled for me shit. Cause we were handling business, Jack. What I was doing on them songs, what I was doing with my entertainment company, in a way, enhanced what I did in the classroom. I'm an entertainer. Okay? Still to this day, I'm not a traditional educator anymore, but I'm still an educational consultant. So when I go and consult, when I do have an opportunity to model for teachers and show them how I was able to be successful, I know some of the shit I do them my fellow teachers can't do because of the entertainment value of it. Now, many of the things that I do, they can emulate. Okay, the resources that I use. I do candid questions with the kids. To incentivize learning and increase engagement. Like they can do that kind of stuff. But some of the stuff I do, I know it's crazy. I have never seen a teacher do some of the things I do. And that's because I'm an entertainer. You feel me? So me being an entertainer has helped me being a better educator. See, some folks don't think like that. Some people got that old ass mindset and they're stuck in their own high society. The fuck? They want teachers, modern teachers be up here eating tea, drinking tea and eating crumpets and shit and waiting on your baby to bring them a motherfucking apple or something like that. We got a teacher shortage, man. We got a teacher shortage. Now I told y'all what to do. Pay teachers $100,000 a year. Pay them $100,000 as the base. Then maybe teachers will be like, you know what? Fuck that rap shit. Hell, I'm Gucci now. This queen might have been looking at her pay and like, this ain't gonna work for me long term. I'm gonna go and educate these kids, but I'm gonna use this that God gave me as well, maybe to try to elevate myself in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if you pay teachers 100 grand and take that shit out of the defense budget, because if our K-12 system keeps being what it's being, China's gonna motherfucking pass us. And we're willing to spend for national security, so take the shit out of the defense budget. Okay, so maybe if you do that, maybe you won't have teachers feeling like they got to start entertainment companies or they got to be rappers or they got to do nothing else but go to work and be a teacher, and they can sustain themselves and be in the upper middle class and shit instead of having to have two jobs. I've had numerous colleagues having two damn jobs. And you got the most important job in the world, but you gotta go work at Chick-fil-A when you get off work. You gotta go work at the damn at the mall when you get off work. Come on, man. My sister used to sell Mary Kay products, all kind of shit. She done sold it. Why? Needing extra money. It's nonsense. Nonsense. Do better, America. Do better. You say you value these children when you don't pay the people who are helping to raise the children. Do better. Because you can't expect somebody to just be all of this that y'all want us to be. Not in this day and age, with how things have changed culturally, where you got Glorilla meeting with Joe Biden, where you got Cardi B interviewing the president, where you got Barack Obama interacting with all them rappers. You got on the Republican side, you had Donald John Trump as president. That's a new day. So you can't expect to have them teachers from the past today. You can't expect that. And if you want them to at least come to school and I ain't even gonna say that. I'm about to say come to school and act professional, but Lord, for the large part, this queen say she was being professional. I know goddamn well I was. There were some things I did that I look back on and like, damn, what the fuck you did that? But I was doing it to survive. Me rapping at the end of class for them kids was for me so I could teach. When I didn't have to do that, I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Some of my students from Belma Jackson High School, they'll probably say, Coach, you ain't never did that for us. I ain't had to do that. I ain't had to do that though. I had to do that with my William Sullivan kids. Shout out to my babies. You feel me? I had to do what I had to do. But you can't expect somebody to sit up here and throw away their rights, and they not gonna post on social media, and they're not gonna have any outside hobbies or engage in any outside activities that the system may deem inappropriate, while y'all are paying these folks pennies compared to their professional colleagues. It ain't gonna happen. So shout out to that queen. I wish her well. Put it on something.
Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel because the more subscribers he gets, the more attractive he looks to sponsors. The more attractive he looks to sponsors, the more money he can make. And the more money he can make, the more money he can spend on me.